Oh my God. Roman Reigns, after so long, after nearly 8 years of having the same theme song from the time he was in the Shield to the time he went by himself solo, all the way until now, has finally come with a brand new theme song after doing his match with Daniel Bryan, in which Daniel Bryan will now be forced to leave SmackDown as he lost to Roman and his final shot against Roman for the Universal title in an absolutely incredible match with about 3 to 4 ad breaks. Oh my God. Guys, I normally don't come on here and do videos about theme songs, but this just had to be done because, this theme song perfectly fits Roman's heel character. It perfectly fits him completely. And my goodness, this was just absolutely incredible. Roman Reigns came out, and when I heard the music, I'm like, is this real? Like, is this really him? Is this really Roman's music? And then he came out, and I remember last year when Roman first turned heel, he said that once he got through the motions, once he really kind of shifted and really got his character going, then eventually he would change this, get a new theme song. And in my mind, I always thought that was going to happen in front of a crowd. I thought for sure that maybe he was going to do that at WrestleMania 37, especially with that being the first time he came to a WrestleMania as the champion, as a heel champion, and as the champion. Because let's not forget, all the other WrestleManias that Roman has headlined as far as a championship match, he was not the champion, he was a challenger. This was the first WrestleMania this year where he was the champion and he was a heel champion, universal champion. And so I, for one, thought that he would have came into WrestleMania 37 with a new theme with the crowd being there, or that he was going to wait till this year at SummerSlam because that would have marked pretty much a year since he returned, because he returned at Payback last year. And no, he returned to SummerSlam last year. Then he won the Universal title at Payback. So SummerSlam would have marked a whole year since he came back, and since he's been, and the end of it will mark whole year since he's been champion because he won the Universal Championship towards the end of August at Payback, which I believe was on August the 30th. So this was just absolutely incredible, and it perfectly fits Roman's new heel character. It perfectly fits his persona. I mean, he was just completely unleashed to a whole different level in this match. Absolutely insane. I mean, everything that Daniel did, Roman had something for it. And many times in this match, I nearly thought Daniel was going to win. We hit Roman with the running knee. Roman managed to get his foot on the ropes. He actually caught Roman in the lapel lock, the yes lock, whatever you want to call it, in several occasions, but Roman managed to get out of it. He even put him in the guillotine the first time, which, Daniel, as a technician specialist, managed to reverse it. And then the second time he put him to the guillotine, he reversed the arm that Daniel weakened, because Daniel actually kicked that arm out when he tried to go for the Superman punch. He actually kicked that arm and messed it up. So Roman switched arms to put the guillotine in, and Daniel couldn't tap. And the best thing about this is that Roman won clean. This most of Roman's title defense as Universal Champion, we've seen the same thing as the typical heel. We've seen his cousin Jay get involved, but that did not happen until the match was over with Jay getting involved when Cesaro came to attack Roman. But as far as the actual match, this was just all Roman and Daniel. And every time Roman and Daniel go at it, they have really good chemistry. That was just proven from their first match back at 2015 Fastlane. And then we've seen it again when they faced off this year at Fastlane. Now, before that, the Elimination Chamber, he just squashed Daniel, because Daniel had just been through the chamber. He had just won the chamber, so he just squashed Daniel because Daniel had nothing left. But after that, when they had their match at Fastlane, Daniel almost won, but, Edge actually screwed him out of the title, out of winning the title, because he was upset because he thought that Daniel intentionally hit him with the chair, and so he just couldn't take it anymore. He screwed him over. And so we've seen at this point, this is like the third time that Daniel this is the third time in a singles match that Daniel has lost to Roman, but it's the fourth time overall if you add the triple threat match at WrestleMania. And you got to hope to wonder, does this mean that Daniel will be going to the Asylum Monday Night Raw, or will Daniel Bryan be going to NXT, or if this is a sign that Daniel is just leaving WWE altogether? Because we've heard many rumors of him wanting to go part time, of him wanting to just spend time with family. So maybe this is just a sign that that's happening. Who knows? But the bottom line about this, though, a lot of questions rings with Daniel, but at the same time, I definitely, when Roman came out, we all knew Roman was going to retain, but just from him coming out with this theme song looking as dominant as ever, I mean, you just kind of knew there was no way he was losing the title, especially in this type of fashion. And it always seems like when Roman has matches with Daniel, he pulls out a lot of stuff we don't normally see him do against other opponents. We see him do power bombs. We don't see him do it like all the time. And he pulled out just the vicious power bombs he put on Daniel. And we really seen a lot. He even tried to go for a spear through the barricade with Daniel, but Daniel managed to get out in time. He actually speared the barricade and went straight through it. That was a brutal spot right there. This match was just, absolutely amazing. And they actually hyped this up throughout the night, having other wrestlers have their prediction of who they thought was going to win. Most people said Roman, but then there were some that said Daniel. Cesaro specifically said Daniel Bryan. I think the New Day, one of them, like Kobe, said Roman. But it was really interesting how they did this, and I'm just glad that Roman has fully transitioned now because, I mean, the fact that he turned heel when he first came back at Payback, and we seen him really morph into that heel and really become comfortable. And we know that he would be good at it because he's been a heel before, but this is the first time he's really branched out on his own as one. He's just created some of the best stories. A lot of his matches are really what makes it good is even if the match itself kind of drags, it's all the storytelling that the match tells just is just out of this world, in my opinion. And Roman with him coming out with this new theme, this just was amazing. I'm still stunned that that actually was Roman's theme because I for sure thought that that was just something else Roman was using, but I did not expect Roman to come out with that, and that was just absolutely incredible. So shout out to Roman for whoever you got to come up with that theme for him. And you knew it was going to happen, but I definitely thought it was going to happen in an environment where the fans were going to be in attendance. But I guess he didn't want to wait that long. But like I said, I thought for sure WrestleMania would have been the time that he was going to do that, because that would have been a good way to enter WrestleMania with that new theme. It would have really caught a lot of people off guard. And but he came out tonight in his match with Daniel Bryan, and man, what a match it was. Just a phenomenal match. And you just gotta hope to wonder where Daniel goes from here. What are they gonna do with Daniel? And you gotta hope to wonder if Daniel is just leaving WWE altogether, or if he's gonna go to Raw, NXT. You really got to wonder, or maybe even NXT UK. Who knows? There's so many possibilities. And Daniel has pretty much been on SmackDown since he came back. I mean, yeah, they had the brand. Yeah, they do the brand of brand invitational. Yeah, they had that wild card rule in 2019. But when it all boils down to it, Daniel was still a SmackDown superstar. Like, he came on Raw since he's been back, but from the time that he first came back and like 20, when he was officially able to wrestle again, even before that, when he was a GM with Shane McMahon back in 2016 to 2017, when he first came back in 2018, he was on SmackDown. From there, he had been on SmackDown. And so he's done a lot on SmackDown. He even won his last WWE Championship on SmackDown. He beat AJ Styles right before Survivor Series back in 2018. So you just got to really hope to wonder what does this mean for Daniel Bryan up to this point. But man, Amazing match, amazing story. Of course, at the end, Roman actually hit him with a concerto, but before he could even do it, Cesaro came for the save, uppercutted Roman a bunch of times, and then Jay attacked Cesaro, tied his arms up to the ropes to watch Roman hit the concerto on Daniel, and now Daniel is just completely, vanished from SmackDown up to this point. So a lot of questions kind of come from that, and that's just what I wanted to talk about here, guys. Just you know, man, Roman, that was definitely unexpected. So that's pretty much it, guys. Sign over right, Master Flex. Like, comment, subscribe, and talk to you guys never. Peace.